to a fork in the road, stuck in the middle, trying to find all the answers to all the life's riddles. Come to a fork in the road, stuck in the middle, trying to find all the answers to all the life's riddles.
What's good, people? Back with another video. So you know it's about that time, let you know what's on my mind. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my other videos when you have time, man. The topic of today's video gonna be, don't worry about being changed before you start changing. Say that again. Don't worry about being changed before you start changing. You know, see, what I mean by that is that in life, man, you know, we get so caught up in what we have to do, the journey that it's gonna take to get to where we need to go, you know, how hard it's gonna be, how long it's gonna take, you know what I'm saying? For one thing, man, we have problems with letting things from our past affect us in our present, you know, and we worry about the future. Therefore, we end up not putting in the proper effort to get to where we need to be in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because we consuming our present with our worries of the future, and you know, things that we can't change that done happened in the past, you know what I'm saying? Regrets, things that we wish we would have done different, all that type of stuff, right? So when you're taking a certain path in life, man, whether it be a fitness journey, whether it be, you know, a skill that you're trying to acquire, whether it be, you know, or just life in general, you're just trying to get to another place in your life, you know, you can't be so consumed with worrying about, you know, what's going to be required, what's going to take place along the journey. You know what I'm saying? You can't let the fear of what might happen on your journey stop you from beginning the journey. You know what I'm saying? We be so worried about what it's gonna take to change, and we end up not even changing because we're not putting forth the effort. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start at just wanting to change. That's the main thing. We gotta start at just wanting to change. So once you decide that you want to change, you are already beginning to change. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first step, to realize that you need to change something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. So that's the first step, and you decide that you want to change, and you automatically on your way to being changed. From there, all you gotta do is just keep putting forth the effort. Whether you walking up the street, whether you walking up a flight of stairs, taking a road trip, everything is all done one step at a time. In life in general, man, you take a road trip 1 mile at a time. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it 5 miles at a time. You're doing it 1 mile at a time. So you go 1 mile, then you go the next mile, then you go the next mile, then next thing you know, you done traveled 300 miles to your destination. You know, just going 1 mile at a time. And you also wouldn't have been able to do that if you would have just never left in the first place, because you're so worried about a tire being flat. You're so worried about a car problem. You're so worried about not having enough food along the way. Of course, those are all things that can take place and that can happen. And it's sensible to, you know, to pre-plan and make sure that you can be prepared for those things as soon as possible, as much as possible. But you can't allow that from letting you begin in the first place. And that's where we mess up at, man. We be so worried about, you know, being changed that we don't even begin to change. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the change that you're gonna make along the way. Put forth the effort and keep moving towards change. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that is constant and guaranteed anyway, is change. You gotta always be willing to change, always be willing to take the journey, and don't let the fear of the journey stop you from taking your journey. Don't let the worry of what it's gonna take for you to totally make the total change that you want to make stop you from making the change in the first place, or beginning to make a change, because you're so worried about the complete transformation. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, you know, it's all about the journey anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because the journey is the thing that changes you. You got to go through those things. You got to learn how to handle yourself a certain way. You got to learn how to deal with your emotions, how to deal with your ego, how to deal with your pride, what decisions to make, what decisions not to make, what people to have around, what people not to have around. You gotta learn those things, and the only way that you learn it is by taking the journey, making the changes, taking the steps forward. So it's all about the journey at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the worry of the journey stop you from taking the journey. And who's to say once you reach your total transformation, man, that you don't want to change and evolve more? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, change is the only thing that is constant. So you know what changes you need to make. You know what you need to do to improve your life and make things better for you and your situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the total transformation stop you from beginning your journey in the first place, man. So with that being said, man, that's today's video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know know what I'm saying, do all that good YouTube stuff. If you're interested in grabbing a Pursuit of F.A.M.E t-shirt, you know, finding awareness, mentally evolving. That's just one of the acronyms of F.A.M.E, you know what I'm saying? If you're interested in grabbing the t-shirt, link will be in the description bar down below. Yeah, so any proceeds that come into the channel, man, go right back into the channel, into making the content better, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, stay on your grind. Don't let nobody stop you. You don't need validation from nobody but the person in the mirror. Until next video, I'm gone. Peace, love, out of here.
In the future and the past, I done neutral hit the gas, speed nowhere fast, and pray to God I don't crash. And if I don't last, hope my message reach the mass. You can do whatever if you put your mind to the task.